Hey guys, DaBoki here once again. I'm going to be creating a new Link and Legion in the Reboot Hyperion server. I created a new account and I've been going through the process of setting it up, so I thought I'd go ahead and share with you guys a little bit on what I've been doing and the little account progression here. I think my next Link, I want to create an Arc character. So this is the Arc and he's just going to be giving some really good damage percent. So I believe he gives like level 1, 2, 3 link skills like 10, 15, and 20% damage for your account. So pretty good character to have. We'll go ahead and create this guy. I'll create a female this time. Yeah, I think female would be great. Let's go with the nice little blue hair color. I've just been naming my characters like, yeah, so we'll just something simple to kind of keep track of what they're used for on the account. I think there's a required stories, so we may not be able to rush this like super fast. So I've been just kind of progressing mainly on live stream on this Hyperion account. You guys can definitely catch me live, but I do want to do some of these like progress reports here and there for YouTube, kind of giving you updates and such. I'll do a more in-depth progress report with the Lara later on, but I think on YouTube I'm just gonna like have one playlist just revolving around Hyperion and what I've been doing, I guess, on a brand new account. And it's been a lot of fun actually trying to like get account up and get the needed links and legions. I guess I've never really focused on links and legions before, so this is my first time like I guess really narrowing in onto like characters that I want to make to help the account, because when I was playing on Reboot 1 Chronos, I essentially just made characters I wanted to make, which I think was a really fun playstyle, but that was like over the course of like 8 years or something, however Reboot has been out for. So I've just been like slowly progressing the account that way, but with how much things have changed in Maplestory, I think it'd be kind of cool to see what it is like to start it from the very beginning, how friendly it is to be able to start a new account in 2023, 2024. A little bit about the links if you guys are newer and kind of wondering what's so good about the links. Links are skills that are attached with each character you create in your account. So as you can see, I got like Elven Blessing from Mercedes, which gives just an overall 10% XP rate for all the damage or all the monsters that you hunt. Nature's Friend is like a damage link from Lara. Phantom Instinct is a 15% crit rate right now from Phantom. And then we got the rune duration, which is from Evan, that increases the rune duration currently right now for 50%. And Arc is going to give Solace, which is a damage percent. Currently right now we have a 0 to 100 event that's going on. You can find it in the star icon, and this you can do for 7 characters once a day, and it's very good for creating links and legions. So this name is a little bit misleading because it's actually from level 10 to 101, so because you can't access the star until level 10. So we just click into here. Spiegelman is super glowed up and he is going to go ahead and help us get through these levels, and it's just insane XP. This is probably one of the craziest XP events I've experienced in Maplestory. So you just gotta write designate in here, and we designated now Damage Bay to the 0 to 100 hunting ground. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and pop my 2x card and I'll go into the hunting ground. So this is an instance dungeon where these mobs in here will just give a crazy boost of XP. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I messed up. Okay, this is a prime example right here. So for Arc, you cannot do this yet. You need to complete the story quest before you can start gaining XP. But this is good, this is good. So let's say you mess up. You're like, oh shoot, you know, I got in here and now I can't get XP, right? You can leave this room at any time. So you can just go back to where you were and you can just come back to it. So you don't need to train the full duration in there. My bad, I failed. I popped a 2x card for nothing. That was embarrassing. All right, I'm gonna see if I can go into the 0 to 100 zone now. I've been doing the story for a while, and let's just see if it works, if I can get XP. Oh my gosh, I can get XP. Okay. I'm gonna go back out because the original XP buff that I used has expired. I gotta say, like, Arc story is pretty awesome. It's just long. It's pretty long. So if you're trying to make like a rushed Link Legion skill, you're gonna get story locked a little bit, I think, with Arc. So just keep that in mind. I think Arc is a really cool character in general though. So this is the XP area 0 to 100 zone that I was trying to show you guys. You can get into here at level 10 if you're not story locked, but because Arc was a little story locked, I got here at level 36. So how this works is you come into an instanced map, and as you can see, the XP is just insane. And it's instanced, meaning that like you guys have your own set of mobs in here. So like this guy here, Arc Fee, I can't read his name. He is seeing his own mobs, so we are not chaosing each other. So yeah, this event is super good for creating links and legions. I think this event is like amazing for people that are starting over in Hyperion. Like I mentioned, like this is my first time kind of targeting link skills and like really trying to build out an account from scratch, I guess, and it's been pretty cool, especially with just like figuring out what Maple has kind of implemented, implemented and been updating throughout the years, because it's very different from when I first was in Reboot. And I think they were, over the years, they've kind of made it more normalized or less hidden. I don't know how to describe it, but you know, it's no secret that we need to create a lot of characters in Maplestory to create links and legions, right? But I feel like this is the first time Maple has kind of like just straight up been like, yo, here's an event to really help you just get started, like with some links and legions at the very start. Because when you're starting Maplestory for the very first time, especially in like 2023, we're ending 2023 right now, like it's kind of intimidating because you kind of have to think about all these links and legions that you need to make. But hopefully these events will, I guess, lessen that intimidation, just kind of boosting your account a little bit and helping you get on board and trying out a few different characters too. So this is very fast. I think usually this will take me like 30 minutes in total to get, like, or maybe 20 minutes, I would say, not even 30, 20 minutes to get to 101. So what happens here when all the mobs are done, you just talk to Spiegelman and you can go to the next hunting ground, and then you'll get to the next level of it. Also, periodically check with him because you can receive like equipment boxes from him at level 30 and 60, which is really nice. And then at level 100, we get a frozen set. So every character that you create or do this like 0 to 100 event with, you get a frozen set. So it's pretty nice, I think so, you know, to kind of boost it up. So what I like to do after I get to 101, and I'll go ahead and do this process with you guys also here on this video, is I will then go into food storage. That's part of the Identisk event that's happening right now, and set it up so that I can get to 141. 141 is a important level right now, I think, because that's when you can start using growth pots. So it's kind of like setting up your link skill to be able to use these growth pots. And if you don't know what growth pots are, it's these extreme growth potions here. And if you see, it can give you 1 to 10 levels every use, and you can do it from characters 141 and over. So it's kind of nice to like get the characters that you want to kind of eventually get to level 3 link skill to 141, just so that you don't have to. I think at least 120 is nice just to get the level 2 link, but essentially there's like some characters you can just growth pot all the way to 210, and it's just like a slow process. Just kind of work on it over time. You don't really have to rush it. And yeah, so we're just going to be setting up these characters for links and legions. Maplestory has changed quite a bit. You know, like people that haven't played, especially in a really long time, are probably looking at this and thinking like, wow, you know, like getting to level 30 was like such a feat back then, right? Like now we're just zooming through, getting to 200 in a day. You have to understand, like, Maplestory has definitely changed over the years, right? And they've added just a lot of content. They've increased the level cap, and we need to, I guess, progress faster in order to get to the meat of the content. So it is kind of, it feels bad sometimes, you know, when we do see this. I know for some of the older Maplers, like, wow, you know, you're just like kind of zooming through it all, but the heart of the game is still here. I do want to believe that it still exists in Maplestory today. It's just kind of increased a little bit, and it's evolved. But I would like to think the foundation of Maplestory still does exist, you know. But I know it's not the same Maple that we've learned to like grow up and love when we were younger, the good times with when we think back to Maplestory. But it's been fun still for me, kind of adventuring into it and seeing the changes and how it evolves. Trying Maplestory, like trying to adapt with the times of just how in general society is evolving, like the direction, and trying to keep up, you know. So I do respect that Maple is trying to still do things to progress their game up here. But yeah, they're trying to introduce these events and updates, I think, to help you start a new adventure. Like how Maplestory did evolve into is like, yes, we kind of do need these links and legions on our account, and it is fun to work on. I think it's nice, especially right now, because Maplestory has a lot of different classes, and it gives us a chance to try out all these classes too. So there's some positives and negatives to it, you know what I mean? It's like I get to kind of see these classes at the earlier stages and think about if it's something that I do want to push and be more serious about. And it's pretty interesting too, like creating these links and legions. Like I've created now, I think this is my 4th one on this account. And before on my main account, on my reboot, like I was really afraid to like focus on links and legions because I felt like I would get invested into the character too much and I wouldn't want to play my main. But what I've been noticing right now is like when I'm creating these characters, it kind of makes me excited to play my main character, Lara, on this account. Is like I'm creating these characters that will essentially just help my whole account and just make it better, I guess, for her in like future, and just kind of almost like upgrading her in a sense, like creating these characters, and also just future characters as well. Like each character I make, I just feel like my account is like one character in a way, so it's kind of helping it all go through. So it's been interesting kind of feeling that out a little bit, because like I said, my first reboot experience was very different than this. So it's like I'm playing Maplestory for the first time again in a different way, because who knew so much would change after 8 years, right? When I first started on reboot. So it's nice. It's nice to feel that. So yeah, Arc in general, though, I think a little bit about this class, I think it's pretty cool. This class is like this whole system on going into this like dark mode and kind of juggling your dark and lightness kind of gives me a little bit of luminous feels too, but it's actually a really fun class, I think. Let me see if I can go to the next zone. Yeah, we can. So now I'm level 60 or past 60. I'm gonna go get this equipment box here, and this will give me just the next set. I've just been equipping the weapons here and kind of just zooming through, trying to get a little bit of the damage where I can, as I have 300 ability points sitting. But in this room, the damage and like being efficient killing is not really that important. It starts to get a little bit more important when you get to the food storage part, the second iteration of kind of completing your link, and I'll go ahead and show you guys that here. So I haven't even job advanced yet. I actually did this with my Mercedes, and I was first job all the way to 100. So Mercedes was very quick. If you want like a character a very good like starting Link character. I think Mercedes is very solid. Evan is very solid. A little bit on like starting Link characters. I think everyone will have a little bit of a different answer to this. And for me, I would say like the important ones are Mercedes, Evan, Aaron. Aaron is good. I'm going to speak on Aaron a little bit here in a bit, but like Phantom, and then some damage Link like Arc or Demon Avenger, I think is pretty solid to kind of get your damage up and going. So Mercedes, Evan, Aaron are XP links, right? So that they're going to help like just, I think getting a few solid XP links at the start is pretty important, just because like right now I'm leveling up faster because of Mercedes, because I have a little bit of extra XP boost when I'm hunting. Evan is going to increase your rune duration, and that's just going to be amazing, especially with the new rune changes that happened in Reboot. Just runes are spawning a lot more, so I think Evans are very important for like helping just to get more XP. So combo orbs right there, what I just picked up, that blue orb, that was for Aaron's Link. And the reason why I'm a little bit like putting off Aaron to make, not because they're a bad class, it's just because I think like right now, at least for this event, we're just zooming past these levels really fast. But I know that people were saying that there was changes made like with the XP with like recently with the reboot to regular server rates, and they kind of fixed a little bit of the combo orbs and how much they give. So they could still be pretty good. It's just I've just seen them like less impactful later on in the later levels, but I just may need to test that. I think for me, I'm going to skip on the Aaron for a little bit. I will make the Aaron eventually for the combo orbs, but like earlier on, I think what I'm going to be focusing on, like I got my 2 solid XP links, which is Mercedes and Evan. And then now I got my Phantom, which is going to help me get my 100% crit rate. And that like getting 100% crit rate is pretty important. And then now some damage, because I want to start getting into bossing and pushing some bosses at my level and kind of boosting up some of my equips. So now we are level 101. All right, so you don't leave this room until you hit 101, and then they kick you out. Even though the quest says 0 to 100, again, it's a little bit misleading on when you can leave that room. This is cool. All right, so we're gonna job advance to, well, we're supposed to be 4th job, but I'm only 2nd job right now, I think. So you're here at level 101 now. You'll have a 0 to 100 101 achievement reward, and this will just give every character that you do this 0 to 100, so remember, again, up to 7 characters, this frozen box, which really nice. We're gonna go ahead and open this, and this is gonna give us just that frozen gear. Helps you get some more damage out. Nice. And on top of that, we're going to go ahead and activate, now this is for New Age, the Identisk event. We're going to go in the star, and we're going to activate this Identisk event. So you want to do this first before you go find your rune, because you just want to make sure the prep is good, because the rune is, you're in a short window for it. So we talk with One, this little cute otter, and then the shells will pop up, and I think after that we can talk to the food storage. Nice. So then we can do the food storage now. Now this next part is finding a rune. So I would not pop a rune in the 0 to 100. You could, and it could just be a lot faster, but I think just a 2x card is good enough, especially in the Identisk event. Like, we're getting a lot of 2x cards. So what I like to do to find a rune is go to like a popular map. Usually I go to one of these ones, like these rashes, and I'll kind of just change channels around trying to find a rune. I will say, if you guys see someone hunting and a rune is there, make sure you ask before you just like snag their rune. It's because they might be saving it or something. Don't just assume they're not going to need it. It's just good manners, you know. You want to practice some manners. Also, if you enter an empty map, hit around a little bit, it could spawn a rune. Sometimes the runes just need a little bit time to spawn. Oh, let's check out these new skills while we're here. What is this skill? Oh, maybe, oh my gosh, yeah, I remember that. Okay, oh, that's so cool. Oh man, shoot, that's great. And it puts you in this like spectral form automatically. Sick. Dude, Arc is really cool. Love the skills and arcs. Okay, and what's this? Oh, that's just like an up jump there. Nice little dash there as well. And we got like claws. Oh, yeah. That's the claw action. Nice. Oh, and a rune just spawned. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this rune. So we got the rune going. And then I'm going to go in the star and do the food storehouse visit. This storage, you can do 3 times a week, once a day. So we have 0 times out of 3 this time, and we're going to go in. So how this works is you're here for 15 minutes with insane rates. We're starting at 101, and I am going to try to hunt 1,000 mobs. And the thing about the food storage is you can leave and come back. So I would highly recommend you only hunt in the food storage when you have all your XP stacks on, right? So like when you have your 2x card and a rune, at least those 2, I would say, just so that you can just get the best rates from the food storage. If your rune expires, which mine will probably expire before I'm finishing here, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave and then I'm gonna come back. Also, I'm like hunting really slow, I realized. So yeah, I'm just not really good with the arc. Sorry guys, I apologize arc mains out there. I feel like I could be doing this a little bit faster for the hunt. Some characters, you can do it in like one rune duration because they just flow and you know how to hunt a lot better with them. But I think, oh, let's go. I think with the arc in me, it's just, I need to learn how to play this class a little bit better. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that is that. And then what's this skill? Oh, maybe I can't use this skill because I'm not in like Spectre form. I think I'm supposed to like rotate these skills when I'm not in Spectre form. Already 115 though. Still have 2 minutes left on the rune. And I think this is why like having an Evan Link skill is pretty good at the start, especially for the New Age event, is because your rune will last longer and it'll just be more helpful for the food storage. So you can like try to have a little bit more time to do it in one sitting, you know? Or I guess 1 rune duration. Nice. Oh, what was that? That was cool. I just popped something big right there. Yeah, when I'm in spectral form, yo, let's go, right? Spectral form is sweet. I'm still used to like non-spectral form. Like this is okay. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, spectral form is where it's at. So yeah, food storage is great. You can do this on your main characters too. Just, you know, do what you feel is right. There's no right or wrong like how to use this, I would say, but it's just good XP at the end of the day. I'm just kind of sharing and showing what I've been taught and just kind of how to maximize the rune experience gains, or not the runes, but the food storage experience gains in case you wanted to do it that way. Like on my first reboot account, I'm just doing this on my shadower. So on reboot 1, I'm hyper burning my shadower. I'll make another video on that, but I'm doing like gentle straws. I'm trying to get him to 260 slowly, so that's going to be kind of fun. Just a slow process, you know, getting him up there. Oh, we can't really last too long with that. I wonder if there's like a quicker way to charge my spectral. So I have 300 mobs to go and 50 seconds left on my rune. I'm just keeping a close eye on the top right, making sure I see, you know, that when that rune runs out, so then I'm just gonna hop out right away. Just wanna get as much as I can, because my goal is to take this character to 141 today, just to again get it ready for those growth pots when they come. I think it's gonna be nice. This is gonna be a good character to get. All right, so my rune just ran out in the top right. I still have 222 mobs left. I'm just gonna hop out. So I just hop out like that, and I'm gonna wait 5 minutes for this rune timer to go down. And then I'll go back in. Aha, there we are, a rune. So now we go back to the food storage, which is really nice. And we're gonna talk with Oben and enter the food storage and hunt the 222 mobs here. Let me see. Nice. So 132. Hopefully I end at 139 is what I've been kind of ending at with the food storage with links. So it'd be nice to get that 139 here, I think. Would be great. Oh yeah, Phantom I took to 141 as well. Phantom I really want a level 3 link just for the crit rate. It's gonna be great. So we got 7 mobs, 2. Okay, and looks like we are going to end at 137. I remember when they first released Link skills, I was talking about this on stream the other day. I think the first like Link skill that they introduced was Cygnus Knight. It's like you got that beginner Empress Blessing skill that kind of linked around your whole account. It didn't even show up like in a link tab. We never had that link tab, so it was just a way for, I think, to encourage players to create a Cygnus Knight. Because Cygnus Knights, I think, were like the first new character tree in Maplestory. I want to say they were. So, again, you know, you have a lot of people established with their main characters, and back then it was like even more so like, why would I make a new character? It took me a year to get to level 30. Like, now you want me to start over? But, you know, they gave a little incentive again, like, hey, look, you can try out Cygnus Knights, and if you do, then you can have a buff that you can use on your main character. So it might not hurt to try it out. And if you end up liking Cygnus Knights a lot, then you can main it and you can continue playing it, and you just have a new character now. But then like we started to really get a lot of different class trees, the resistance characters, the legends, or the heroes, sorry, the maple heroes, and then the flora characters, and then all these off characters with their own like set of trees. And then I think next time we're just like, okay, we need everyone to be able to contribute, because we just have so many characters now in Maplestory. So that's why these links and legions just kind of evolved to how it is now. Get people trying new classes, make some new ones. Just a few things though. I think it kind of hurts when you're like, you feel like you're forced to play a certain class for a link. Yeah, I don't know. Like, people I know used to, I don't know as much right now, like Dread, Mercedes, and Evan, because they felt like they were always told they have to make that as like a needed starting link for their character, for their account. They're the only ones that gave that sort of link of XP rates. Maybe like it would have been nice if there was a variety of them, like a few different classes that gave that, kind of give people a choice to what to make. But this time around, it wasn't bad, and I think that's just because of the event that's going on. Yeah, I was trying to also update or upload my whole like VODs on my second channel for Hyperion. Just like everything I streamed on Twitch, I was gonna put onto that second channel. Like, it's gonna be 5-hour, 8-hour long videos, but just so that you can like see the full progression in case you wanted to see it. Because I'm moving very fast right now, especially in the early on stages. As you saw, like my videos, I created my character, and then I'm closing 4 CRA doors. But it's just this event and the updates right now, you're progressing very fast, or at least you're progressing faster than normal, because the content has upped a little bit on like the threshold of what is early and what is late game now. Just, I think with every update, we're gonna have that boundary being pushed a little bit more and more. So yeah, we're progressing, but it's gonna slow down soon for sure. Why I'm stopping at 141, just a reminder in case you missed it. I think I'm going to actually open up this UI because it just shows it better on how much growth potions we're going to receive. But these growth potions, especially on the Identisk, if you guys are keeping up with this, or even doing your dailies, future events that come out, we're going to get a lot of these extreme growth potions. I mean, in total, we're getting 40 extreme growth potions. And these growth potions have a chance to give you between 1 to 10 levels. And as the higher levels you go up, the chances of getting like 10 levels will be less. So one potion can give you 10 levels. I could use one on my arc and I can go to 151. That's kind of how these extreme growth potions work. And then we can just like keep using it, level it up slowly to 210. These can only be used on characters that are level 141 and over. So that's why I like to stop some of my characters at 141. All right, so now on my Lara, we can go ahead and add another one of the presets. So I have Soulless now, yay! And we can apply the preset, and now I have level 2 Soulless, which is really nice. Lara is sitting at 233. I will do an update on Lara later on a future video. We'll do like a progress report, do some upgrading. Thank you guys for watching though. This has been DaBoki. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and are enjoying the New Age update. I hope you stay tuned for some more fun times. Much love, one love. I'll be seeing you guys later. Goodbye.